welcome everyone. We are here for round 6 of the TCR series from our TK Racing League. Today we are at Circuit Zolder, which is a very fast circuit, which also requires the driver to be very much in paying attention. I was completely going off with that sentence, but that was my fault. So, for today, we have Circuit Zolder, as you can see here, with 3 chicanes in it. Yeah, not very long streets, so I guess we will see a lot of overtaking into the chicanes, and also probably turn 1 will be an overtaking opportunity. Best opportunity, I think, will be after the crest, going into the final chicane. So we're here in the qualifying session, still 9.5 minutes remaining, as Dusan Milhradovic goes first with a 1 minute 37.1. We have Thijmen Kilian and Thijmen Kilian with no time set. Same goes for Ruben Arteaga and David Aguawan. But the Keanu Gruithuizen and Vella lap time, same for Siazo Sok, but they still have put in a counting lap, as Keanu Gruit is warming up his tires and will be going for an hot lap, as we will watch him. And there's a fight going on in the Discord between Thijmen Kilian and Giovanni Nishi because of an incident, probably. But yeah, Keanu Gruit is going for his lap still. It's gonna be Sector 1 is a 30.6, Sector 2 he will be on probably 1 minute. It's a bit more than 1 minute. It's gonna be 1 minute 4. So as he will cross start finish in a bit. And Keanu Gruit goes to P11. Ouch, that's not a very good lap. Yeah, we have the Dutchman, Thijmen Kilian, in last place for now. He is going to such lap, but it says he is in the Lincoln core, but I don't see a Lincoln core right now. And probably, no, we're still here with, this is Thijmen Kilian. Can we please? Something's wrong with the settings, I believe. What if I go to Giovanni? Yes. Now go back. Yeah, now it does it. Okay, so now that issue is fixed, and we won't have any issues, hopefully, in this stream for the rest of it. But you never know what's getting towards you. As Darren Bosmus goes to... I used this in 3:14. We have Thijmen Kilian still in the pit lane, still yet to set a lap time. As we have Ramiro Perez in the Volkswagen from Argentina, currently in 6th place, which is a pretty good lap from him, but still 1.8 off the leader, so there's a lot of time people can find on the leader. Michael Sabalas 5 seconds behind, but can probably improve his time to get closer to the guys in front. Let's hope for him. So gets into the final chicane of the circuit. He's not going fast. I think he's on a cooldown lap. Maybe he is getting ready for a second run, which we will see in a bit. And with 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in qualifying, we still haven't set a lap time. Thijmen Kilian, Alexander Kosiov, and Thijmen Kilian all haven't set a lap time for now. I don't know who will set a lap time and who won't, but we will need to see. So let's switch with our current leader in the Link and Co. Probably a personal best sector 2, which is also a purple sector, going up by 3/10 by leaving almost a 10 in sector 1, so he is gonna improve his time. His time was a 1:37.1. What's it gonna be? It's a 1:37.0. Good lap by him, improving his time by almost 1/10. So he increased his gap a little bit more. Probably a good contender for the win. As Thijmen Kilian is going for a lap time, setting 2 green sectors. 6 tenths down on the leader, 2.2 seconds down on the leader in sector 2. He's gonna approach the final few corners to make his lap, and probably his one and only qualifying lap he can make. Now we still have 2 minutes remaining, so he will have the chance for the lap. A lot of people will have, because the lap is underneath a 1:40, and then it goes to a 1:40.1, which puts him in 9th. Pretty good lap from him, but still 3.1 seconds down on the leader. So the leader really has some good pace here, and so does Zezu Suk in 2nd place with a 6 tenths gap to the guy in P1. So let's see, Alexander Kosiov, the guy who won 2 races last time, I believe, and he won 2 races for sure. Last race I did, no, but he won 2 races in, I believe it was Brands Hatch, if I'm correct. So she now is going to approach the final few corners to make his lap. Still has 50 seconds to complete his lap, because if those 45 seconds end, oh, they did already end. Anyways, here is the standings. Miloradovic in P1 with a 1:37.0, Sorg in second, Pantelic in third, Arteaga fourth, George Marine Mendes P5, Kosiakov P6, Perez P7, Agon P8, Sanchez P9, Posmus P10, so he has been overtaken by one guy, Iglesias, and he takes back P9, so Posmus P9, Sanchez P10, Iglesias P11, Nishi P12, Keanu P13, Matthew Catalan P14, and Zabalos P15. With that, in P16 and also last place is Damian Klein, who haven't set a lap time. But now qualifying has ended, we will move on to the hot lap. What in God's name is it? We have some issues with getting the laps on. Now it's sorted. Yeah, now it's sorted. And with that being the hot lap, we will cross back onto the warm-up session, where we still have 2 minutes of warm-up left. Yeah. So here we are in the warm-up session. Still 1 minute and 50 seconds remain. I'm gonna take a short break and we will see you right back for race 1. So, with 22 seconds remaining in the warm-up session, which is now almost 10 seconds, we will move on to the race. With that being said, we will see the race getting started. And I see that the fight between Giovanni Nisci and Thijmen Kilian has been made good, with Giovanni Nisci having some issues with his pedals. So, with that, we are on the grid to start the race. So one last time we will look at the sun grid, and it's lights out, and away we go here at Circuit de Zolder. Good start from the Slovenian, and going into turn one. Does anyone crash out? No, it's a pretty clean turn one. And as we now see Ruben Altiaga in fourth, having a fight with the guys in B5 and all further behind, as Kosyakov overtakes Thijmen Posmus. Look at them all. Oh, there's a car off in the background, and it is Giovanni Nisci, if I'm correct. Yes, indeed, it is Giovanni Nisci spun off there. And David Aguirre has already retired from the race. What happened to him? Oh, he's into the gravel trap at the second chicane. Ah, that's a shame. He was quite far up in the grid. Look at Thijmen Kilian from last to fifth. Going a bit wide there, and he lost it. He lost it into the wall. But he can hold it. Oh, he takes another car out. Ouch. And Thijmen Kilian has a retirement as well. That's a shame. Thijmen Kilian was doing so well, was retired from the race. And now there's a fight going on between Matteo Catalan and Ramiro Perez. And also George Marie Mendes is on the outside of Ramiro Perez. Can he make a move around the outside? No, he can't. No. He tries to switch back, but doesn't work out. But look at this, four people battling for P7 right now. So they are in a good fight here. So after one lap of racing, we have Milradovic in P1, Sorgan P2, Pantelek in P3, Artiaga P4, Kosyakov P5, Posmus P6, Catalan P7, Perez P8, Kuyt P9, Murray Mendes P10, and Sanchez 11. Then we have Heitor Iglesias in P12, Sabalos in P13, and Giovanni Nisci in 14, and 2 DNFs for Thijmen Kilian and Ruben Altiaga. Here we see Ruben Altiaga in fourth, finding a way to get near of Pantelek. there's a big fight going on for Kiana on the inside with Zetland's outside. That is Mattia Kaplan's outside, I believe. Yeah, and they're still battling. And Mattia Catalan goes on the inside, getting pushed over the curb and lost the position. So they go over the hill, going onto the third chicane of the circuit. As there's a little bit of contact in the foreground between George Marie Mendes and Keanu Kite, if I'm correct. But we will see. So we will watch with our race leader after 3 laps of racing with still 15 minutes remaining as he got start finish line. Still in P1, Jizo Sork, who can pretty good, who can follow him pretty good. The gap is still less than a second, and then he has a buffer of 4 seconds to the car behind. So these two are really fighting for position, or at least some are. So this is Borko Pantelik in the Lada. As there is in fight with Ruben Artiaga and Pantelik, or Ruben Artiaga and Kosyakov, who is in 5th. There's a lot of action going. As we now see Jose Maria Mendes trying to find a way past Keanu Kite. Keanu is really holding on to his position, trying to defend that 8th position, trying to score as many points as he can. Thijmen Posmus, the other Dutchman in P6, was doing a really good job from starting from P9 up 3 positions. As the two ladders almost made contact with each other. And there are fights going on between Kosyakov and Pantelik. And he is gonna summon on the inside. Ooh, almost made contact there. But luckily both drivers can continue the way without making any contact. As here is the next battle between Mattia Catalan and Mattia Catalan, yes, and Keanu Kite. They're battling their way for positions with a bit of contact. As now Alexander Kosyakov is closing in on Pantelik. Can try again on the inside. No, he doesn't. Stays behind. I want to try catch him for a better opportunity to overtake him. As here is the battle for Keanu Kite and Mattia Catalan going side by side, but Keanu Kite goes through. And as here is Pantelic finally going down the inside of Kosyakov. I know Kosyakov has overtaken Pantelic, and Pantelic wanted to try and overtake the guy again. As they are going side by side into turn 1, making a bit of contact, but Pantelic is through. Pantelic takes 4th place from Alexander Kosyakov. Sorry for talking a bit less, but I am trying to fix a little issue I have, but should be fixed by now. So, as they are still battling their way, we still have 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. As you see in the background, Postmus is closing in on these two guys because they are fighting so much. And as we now see our leader, Midradovic and Dilenkenko, doing a really good job in getting the gap as big as possible. Gap between him and second place is now 1.5 seconds, so it's got bigger by 6 tenths. It's now 1.7. And Women Artiaga is 10 seconds behind the car in second place, so these guys really have a big gap to the cars behind. And as the battle between Alexander Kosyakov still continues, and he's going down the inside. No, he doesn't. He stay behind. Ooh, a little bit twitchy there at the exit. So you're going to make a move into turn 1. The battle still continues, and so does the problem. So I'm gonna try to fix that as fast as possible. As we do have another guy out of contention, which is Matthew Gatman. He is out of this race, and he crashed for pain. So he probably will be there for the second race. Let's just hope so, as Kiana Geiger is in a fight. As we see, who's this? It's George Marine Mendes trying to get his way past Perez and Tim Posmus, and Tim Posmus really trying to close in onto the Slovakian and the Russian, who are still fighting for position. As Joshua Mendes is going for a move on Perez, as we will switch back to Pantelic and Kosyakov making their way almost onto the final few corners. There's a few more corners to go, but they are still battling. And here we have a three-way battle between Giovanni Nishi in P10. And in P11 we have Keanu Guit. And then Giovanni, no, and then 8 Iglesias in P9, so they are fighting as well for positions. As we will switch back to the battle for P4 right now again. These two have been fighting for almost the whole race right now, and they are leaving each other the room, and it's great to see those battles and this action on track. It's not going for a move on the inside. We will watch with the leader once again. Has 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining till the start finish, till the checkered flag falls. He has a lead of 4.4 seconds to the car behind and 15 seconds to the car in P3. So Mila Radovic will probably get the win here if he is getting to keep up this pace. But watch out, because Shizu Sok is a pretty fast driver and probably will be able to catch up back again, because I think he is trying to save his tires for now and pushing at the end of the race, and I think he will start pushing right now. As here we have Sabalas in last place, just going through the second corner with Sanchez in front of him. And there's a battle going on between Keanu and Eiter Iglesias, as Keanu has the better exit over the hill, going onto the chicane. Is he going for a move on the outside, and there's contact, and Keanu goes straight, and so does Eiter Iglesias, and Eiter getting a position over Giovanni Nishi, which he probably need to give back, and he does. He does give the position back to Giovanni Nishi, so that's fair sportsmanship from him. As when there's contact between Keanu Guit and Mattia Catalan again, or I mean Eiter Iglesias, they're going right again. He's stuck inside the barriers, and he has retires from the race, so he will not be there. And Mattia Catalan is not going to be able to join for race 2 because of internet issues, so that's a shame for him, in being a pretty fast driver and doing pretty well in all those races, as we still have 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining, and our leader, where he is, oh, Oh, he is almost at the end of the lap, so he will have to do one more lap, if I'm correct, to win the Grand Prix. As only the course start finish, we do need to get one more lap. So one more lap for him to win. And he will win by 4 seconds, which is quite a gap. As we have a battle between Thijmen Kilian. I almost thought there was something in some, but that's just my fault. As the race has ended in time, but we will still have some battles. As here, a battle for 11th place on track. So Sabalos making his way out of the last place from the running cars, and Sanchez and there's contact, and they hit each other going into the final corner. So let's watch with our leader as he is going to approach the last turns. As he is crossing start finish, flashing his headlights, and he will win here at Zolder. He wins race 1 here at Zolder as Chigurchuk comes home in 2nd place. Ruben Arteaga going for a podium. He will have a podium position right now, and he makes it to take 3rd place here in race 1 at Zolder as Kosyakov goes in P4, Pantilak in P5, Perez in P6, George McMahon is in P7. Good job to him. As we have Thijmen Kilian in P8. Good result from him from starting from P10, I believe, on the grid. So that was a good race from him. Giovanni Nishi coming home in P9. As Keanu Schuit goes into P10. Just missing out in on P9. Probably could have got P9 because he was showing strong pace here today. Michael Sabalos coming home in 11th. Yes, he will. He's in front of Sanchez. So Guzman Sanchez coming home in the final place of the running cars. But what a race it was. And here we see the standings. Fastest lap, Radovic, and also the win. Chuk in 2nd, Arteaga in 3rd, making up the top 3. Top 5 we have Kosyakov and Pantelic doing a good job to get top 5. Perez P6, and the rest in is unseeable. So we will move on to warm-up session. I'll be gone for a quick break and we are back for race 2. Nobody would have wanted to go in here for an interview, so we won't have an interview for race 1. Hopefully in race 2 people will get in for an interview, but we'll have to see. As we will move to race 2 now. Final race of this weekend for today. Let's hope it's a good one. As we are going 5 red lights, and away we go for the final race of the weekend, 10-minute race, and there's already getting contact between a few cars. As they approach turn 1, there's some more contact between Tim Posmus and Dio Sabelli. Sabalos. Posmus now in 3rd position. So you see Kosiakov going down the inside. There's a bit of contact there, but he takes P4, and there's someone off in the background. And that is Keanu Guit. Tim Posmus going into 2nd. Keanu Guit losing 2 positions, getting back into 4th position. As we go into the happens, more contact. And there are cars going further, and someone has been spun wild. Keanu Guit has been spun wild. Shame for him, he was in 4th position. Now he is in P13. As Tim Posmus goes a bit off the track there, still remains on track as he goes off track again, and he loses sight of the podium position. Something's definitely wrong with his car, and he is losing more and more positions. What happened to Tim Posmus? As he's making contact again with Iglesias, if I'm correct. Yeah. Oh, there's some more contact in the background. Look at that battle, the 5 cars battling away. As here is the race winner of last race in P3. As he will go on to try and take the win again. As the battle for P3 for P2 continues, as there are more cars going off track. So still have all cars running. Then Posmus going for the switchback for P5 and 8 Iglesias. So Thijmen now in P5, but there is a battle between Kosiakov and who's the that is I always forget his name. Let me check. That is Milhadovic, as he now is a fight with Pantelic. So Pantelic goes down the inside of Kosiakov and takes his podium position away. So Kosiakov losing side on the podium. But we still have 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining of the racing. As Giovanni Nishi is going for a move on Ramiro Perez, made the move. As they are fighting for position, it's side by side, but looks like Giovanni Nishi is holding true and he takes 8th position. But Ramiro Perez won't give up and is going for the inside. And Ruben Atiaga wanted to make it 3 wide there, but he doesn't. And there's some more contact, but Ramiro Perez goes through into P8. And Giovanninici loses the position back again, trying to move it on the inside. And there's contact and they both off. Giovanninici spun, trying to overtake Romeo Perez. As there's a battle for for P1, David Aguawan, together with Milovadovic. Milovadovic getting into P1 back again, and he will probably win this second race again after winning race 1. The battles continue on track. Our leader is Milovadovic. There's battle for P4 between Tim Posmus and Zizo Suk. Both wanting to get to the podium, but Rich probably gonna try and win. But yeah, they are both aiming for podium. Let Ganta and Posmus go for the podium. He has a small gap to Pantelic in front to try and overtake him. As Tim Posmus has been overtaken by Iglesias and is now in P5, losing his sight of getting the podium position. As battles still continue. There's not really a battle going on right now. Gaps are almost for everyone above 1 second, so there's probably not gonna be any battle in the meantime, but I'm sure of it that we will have some battles in the upcoming few minutes. As our leader has a 4-second gap again on David Aguawan in the Hyundai. As Pantelic completes the podium, but so can still try and go for the podium. He has the side on to the podium as there's a battle between Ruben Arteaga and a car going really slow. There's Romeo Perez. Romeo Perez probably having a little problem, which cost him a bit of time, but he is still driving as best as he can to finish as high as possible. as we are getting into the closing stages of the race, as our leader has almost completed his race. I think he's gonna try and slow down. If he can slow down, he will get the win right now, but he probably needs to do one more lap if he completes his race within this 10 seconds. He's going for one more lap. We need one more lap of racing here. You could have easily waited the 5 seconds to get the win, but he wants to do another lap anymore, as we have a battle for P2 right now between Agarawon, Pantalic and Xorg. So trying out the outside, not gonna work out, man. As the battle still continues for all of those guys. As we again have two DNFs from Kierkegaard and Kosiakov, both out of this Grand Prix. Tim Bosmas in 5th place, letting P4 go. He could have been in the fight for P1 also, as our leader is almost closing in on the final stages of the race, with a few more corners to go to win both race 1 and race 2. His checkered flag has fallen, so now it's just waiting for our leader to complete the race with only 2 corners to go as the 5B2 continues. Let's see, and here is Dusan Milorad Radovic getting his second win of the weekend and winning both races here at Circuit of Zolder. What a pace has this man showed today. And David Lackawan takes second, Pantelic. Oh, and so goes to third, just across the finish line. So Pantelic ending up in 4th place. So just about on the line, he has been overtaken. What a race it was. It was a good race with not too many battles, but an incredible weekend it was here again for TK Racing League for the TCR series on Circuit de Zolder. And here we have the end results, with Jago Sok getting fastest lap and getting P3. Winner again, Milovadovic, around P2, making his second podium, I believe, or it was Ruben Arteaga getting his podium in race 1, and Agaran does it in race 2. Xogan P3, Pantelic P4, Cosmos P5, Arteaga P6, Iglesias P7, Maureen Mendes P8, Perez P9, Nishi running up the top 10, Sanchez P11, Zabalos P12, Kosiakov P13. So this was the TK Racing League. This was the TK Racing League round here at Circuit of Zolder, and I wish you the best of. I will see you next time, or we will see you next time for round 7 of the TCR series